Today, out of curiosity, we are asking, what's the one thing that you always forget to do, no matter how important it is?
So for me, moisturizing.
Okay.
I have very dry skin. And if I do not moisturize, you start seeing white, the corners of my hand will be white. So I started mixing my body oil because most of the lotions I use, after a while, it dries out. And then when I wake up in the morning, once I take my bath, I try to moisturize. But because sometimes I forget, I keep my body oil in my bag. So due to that, sometimes I forget to moisturize in the morning until I'm on my way or I get to the office, I'm like, oh my God, my hand is so white, and then I begin to moisturize. So that's something that is actually important, especially with my dry skin, that I always forget a lot of times. How about you?
Me, it's eating breakfast. So I know they say, oh, breakfast is very important too. It is very, very good for your health and all that. In fact, I have done a video before that I was talking about it. I was giving the people the awareness, like, okay, you know what? You have to eat breakfast. You have to do this. But I'm not just a breakfast person. And, well, apart from the fact that I forget to do it, even when the food is now very available and I'm not doing anything, I still don't do it. So I think I'm that person that just automatically does intermittent fasting without even planning it, without even putting a mind to it. So I do not eat breakfast. I think whenever I try to eat breakfast, maybe I have drugs, medication, I'm on medication, and I have to eat breakfast, it's like something I'm not used to, and my body is not. So I would feel tired, and then, I would feel tired, and I'm like, that's going to be awkward, especially with the fact that I'm coming on TV and I'll first of all go and eat. How does that even make me, like, I don't know, like it's just some additional weight on, like, I don't get it. Like, when
People
I finish, then I go to work. So when I finish from work, then I go to eat. I know it's not good. Nobody should take a cue from that, except maybe you have asked your doctor and they said to you that it is good. Please. Breakfast is very, very important.
Yes, it's one of the most important meals of the day. And that's our treat, guys. After this, we will also be checking out your comments and receiving your phone calls on our social media platforms, okay? Right now, let's check out what people on the street have to say.
TSM, it's Truth Syndrome Monday.
One thing that is important for me to do, but I always forget to do, charge my phone. It's almost always dead, even when there's light. I use power bank even in lights when I'm in the house. I don't know why.
Pray, I won't lie. I actually forget to pray.
Please do not crucify me, but that will be prayer. But Lord help me, God forgive me. I'm sorry. But yes, I said prayer.
I'm not very, very good in social media, which actually I'm interested in doing. So sometimes even to post my work on social media is actually very difficult. I always procrastinate. I'm going to do it. Sometimes it makes me lose some businesses because people actually want to see what you have on your social media handle. But when they go there, you don't have anything. But you know what you're doing. You do this job, but you hardly post your pictures. So that's a problem for me, I guess.
One thing that I forget to do is apply moisturizer after showering. The one thing I always forget to do is charge my phone. I'm terrible at it. I'm so terrible at it, but yeah, I'm learning. I use it for business. I use it to contact my friends, my family, so it's very important to me, just that I always forget to charge it.
It's always important to pray. Being sincere, I always forget to pray. I wake up most times, I forget to pray. I'll be like, around 5 in the evening, I'm like, I didn't pray today, and I'll have to pray.
Several times I want to brush my teeth at night, but once I pour water on my body, I've forgotten.
Praying before eating. So important because you never can trust anyone around you, but it's something majority of us forget to do.
Returning calls. As a media practitioner or as somebody who works on TV and on radio, my phone has been on silent for like 12 years. So people go call me, I no go hear. And I go say, okay, I go call them back because I have to film for long hours. And most times, it's not easy. Some people would think that I am proud. It's not pride. I'm sorry.
Putting my phone on DND when I want to sleep. Yeah, I think whenever I put my phone on DND, I have peaceful sleep. Whenever I forget, I wake up early and it's so annoying. And once I wake up, I can't sleep anymore. So I think that's the most annoying thing.
I always forget pray. Sometimes, you know, when you just wake up for morning now, you just want to carry your phone, you understand? So don't forget to pray, you understand?
TSM, it's Truth Syndrome Monday.
Wow.
Righty, and you heard it, and that was at what event?
Yeah, at an event we went recently, and I actually love the fact that people were not ashamed to tell their truth.
Yeah.
Especially those who said pray. A lot of people just jump out of bed and get into their daily routine, and I'm sure...
Or just carry their phone once they wake up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But in as much as people love their phones, see the people that said they don't charge their phones or they don't even return calls.
Oh, well, that's some bad habits. I think people should just turn a new leaf. And, well, those people who talked about putting their phones on maybe DND or something.
Silent.
Yeah, but my own is that I do it on purpose. My phone never rings, except maybe I am very aware that somebody is going to call me. That is when I put my phone on. So because of this work that I do, and you know, I did radio too for a very long time, I wouldn't want to get into the studio, I'm on, and then my phone is ringing. So it's permanently on silent. But then again, when I now put it on ring, or maybe I'm carried away and then it rings and I'm sleeping, it gives me some type of...
The way you jump out of bed.
I don't like it. It gives me a very bad vibe. So
There was a day I even put my phone on loud and I was singing along. I didn't realize it was my phone ringing. Because I'm used to my phone being on silent. Most of the time, my parents are even the ones saying, your phone is ringing.
Okay.
So that one I can actually relate.
All right, now, so we've got messages here, and I'm on Facebook. So we're asking the question. You can still join in. You can call us. What's the one thing you always forget to do, no matter how important it is? So I am on Facebook, and Munachi Chibuzo Onuigbo says, to charge my phone until it is red and my power bank. So in the end, there is nothing to revive the phone. 2, switching off the light until NEPA takes care of it. 3, eating because I was watching K-drama. Interesting, interesting. And that one of switching off the lights. Who still does that in Nigeria of today? So you already have prepaid meter, and you know that these days, things are not really smiling. And then you forget to put off waiting.
They get money now. They have money.
Even before now, I've always been, you cannot eat. Okay, maybe you're still getting away with it because you're in Nigeria. You cannot even live abroad and then you now say that you just be leaving things and be careless like that. All right, so we've got Pauline Soji here who says, I always forget the Bible before going to bed. Okay, to read the Bible before going to bed. Adekoya Oluwaseun Peter says, always forgets to greet people I know at times when I see them.
So I want to defend you, but I can't. But then again, so you know there are times that you have your mind set on something and you know that you don't want to forget. No, it shouldn't happen often. Okay. So you know that you don't want to forget. And then you see people at the back of your mind is registering, but it's not registering, but you're just going. Then you've passed and you realize, oh, I didn't say hi to this person. So it could happen once in a while. So we don't condone bad behavior here. Okay?
All right. We have Tofumi. Yeah, Tofumi on the line. Hello, Tofumi. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I think we kept Tofumi waiting.
Tofumi,
so
please
sorry.
do call back, okay? We apologize for the delay. All right, so I'm on X, and Simple Sam says, one thing I forgot to do is to arrange my bed when going out. I love you guys, and Happy New Week.
Oh, we love you too.
Yeah, we love you too.
That's one thing I never forget to do.
A lot of people forget.
Since secondary school, because I went to the boarding house and we have to lay our bed properly. And not just laying your bed, though. Like there must be the bed cover, arrange it and all that. So when you get to my room, no matter how in a haste I am, it is always, I just don't like rumpled bed. And I've got mild OCD perhaps, you know. So you don't come into my house on my bed and just sit down like this and do bang, 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 bang.
Hey, who is this one?
No.
Okay, still on X, Favor AJ says, I think it's, I just forgot. Wow, Favor. So basically, it's the fact that you forget things. That's what it is. Because then I think it's, I just forgot. Like, you forget things, we understand. Kali Parker says, good day, gang. As for me, Mr. Kali, the only thing I always forget to do, no matter how important it is, I always forget to take my, medication before going to work, and I always forget to pay Lady Cat a visit. I beg. Take your medication before going to work, please, so you don't fall sick, okay?
All right. Okay, who do we have here? Onyi Consola here says to pray in the morning. King RMD says to greet person for road. Greetings to my love, Catherine. Okay, so they're saying that to greet person for road. That one is bad habit too. I mean,
bad habit.
That
you do it all the time.
You don't even forget. That's on purpose. Like, they forget to greet person for road.
Omogidi says, I forget to drink water after eating, even though it's very important because I'm actually a fast eater. Another thing is I always forget to return calls. Okay, so let's start with the returning calls. How do you forget to well, a lot of people actually forget because there are times that your phone won't even ring out. And then it's until you go to your call log, you realize you have missed calls. But when you say you forget, that is intentional. No, don't do that. We have a caller on the line. We have Jonathan. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Do you remember me?
Huh?
What?
Do you remember me?
The voice sounds familiar. Voice sounds familiar. What? So what is that one thing that you always forget to do, Jonathan?
I am so sorry, Jonathan.
Why are you laughing?
Sorry, we can't hear you. Maybe, hello, Jonathan.
So, Jonathan, your question is very funny. I think this is very hilarious, especially when people do it often. Don't do that. Do you remember me? And OJ says that, he remembers you because you did the same thing on radio. Do you remember me? Do you know how many people see every day? Do you know how many people call?
Do you know how many voices we hear? Especially
people who are public figures. And then you just see the person. I think it's totally wrong when you go and ask, do you remember me? I think it is totally... You want to put that person on the spot and then you want to make the person look bad. It's not good, though. Please change. Thank you so much. All right, moving on. We've got Oyinda Mola Elisha who says to kiss my wife before going out to work.
Aww.
And then you forget.
But when you come home, she will not forget to make your dinner.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, I love things like this, like love one thing. Godwin G. Rocks Oga says, I always forget to monitor my sporty.
Wow. Wow.
You already know the rest.
That's good.
Are you trying to advertise right here on the show?
Wow. Okay, we have another caller on the line. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Daniel. How are you?
Actually, the things I forgot are very lengthy, but I would say sweeping the house when I wake up in the morning.
Oh, so you just wake up and then you leave the house and then you come back?
No, not really. Like, before I go out, I usually forget the house. Maybe if I reach the bus stop, I remember. Sometimes I come back, sometimes I just leave it.
Okay, so since you have a phone, why don't you always set an alarm every morning or you get an app that gives you reminders? That will help you. At least things like sweeping, brushing, basic things that you forget. Try to do that, okay? And it will refresh your memory. Thank you for calling, Daniel.
So it is you being very, very serious and saying, you know what, set alarm and do this and do that. And I'm like, Are you sure that this person is not just... Okay, it's okay. I mean, that's your truth. Interesting.
Yeah, so let me just take this last one before we go. And its promise says to off the gas after cooking. When gas is expensive.
No, even it is very dangerous. Did I hear you say to do what after
off the gas after cooking?
Please, please, don't even play with this one.
When you turn off the switch, turn off the gas.
Don't do that.
And then now it's time to switch off.
Killed so many people because people will just come back there. They won't know that it's been on and all that, and then you just ignite it, and that's it.
Honeypot, please, let's not ignite everything. The show is over. It's time to turn off the volume, turn down the volume of your TV button, and this is what we say. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Monday edition of Splash. We had Honey Barbie in the building, looking all active, and myself, Lady Cat, her real hotness. Make it a date at 12 noon tomorrow. Splash will bring you more energy. Bye for now, guys.